Au revoir. Welcome to Ted Tantrum, Self-Reliant Man, where today I'm joined by the amazing Beatrice Dubois.
Hello, viewers, and Mrs. Tantrum, if you are watching.
Well, Beatrice is here today to interview as a part-time nanny for when work needs me at the same time that I got custody of the kids. Now I know what you're thinking. Why not just have one of my buddies come over and hang out with the kiddos for a couple hours? Which, now that I say that out loud... Now, this all started when I first heard that she had hired a nanny. So I started thinking, well, I'll hire a better one and see her bet and raise her one. But she's got the spousal support money to burn, whereas, well, I'm pretty broke.
Ted?
Yeah.
Hi.
Right. Sorry. Started talking out loud before I started thinking out loud.
Well, Ted, you can't hire just anyone to watch your kids.
No, I mean, I know lots of good people. Miss Shaka next door, for example.
Not happening, Ted.
Right. Well, and Tony and Rick and Jenny, of course. Should have said her first. I don't know why I didn't. Even though she's working all the time. And Maggie. Maggie's great.
And that's very good, Ted. I mean, it is great to have resources to go to when you're in a pinch, like when your professional nanny is unavailable, or, on short notice.
Right. Or you could just go through everybody you know, and if they're not available, then shell the money out for a nanny. I mean, clearly this is a special circumstance because I'm letting you advertise on my show.
And I do appreciate that. But obviously, the last person in the world you want to skimp on is the person who's looking after your children. Okay, so let's quickly review what to look for when hiring a nanny, or if you're testing to see if your friends or family members are qualified to trust with the life of your offspring, which, if you were a penguin, for example, would be the only justification for your entire existence. Something I learned on the nature show I watch with kids instead of mindless cartoons, because education matters.
Right. I mean, I figure as long as they finish their homework, they can watch...
Question 1. In CPR, when a child is choking, does the candidate know to sweep the throat for objects?
How to what now?
Open your mouth, Ted.
Like...
Open. I once felt the tip of a ball of Scotch tape and pulled that sucker right out. Can your neighbor do that?
Shaka ain't no damn babysitter.
Thanks for watching.
And when it's time to go to the park, am I watching the end of your bloodline to make sure a predator isn't snatching them up and putting them into a van? Or am I looking at what my friends post online or figuring out how to scam a bank like your friend Tony?
How do you know about Tony?
That is none of your business. You need to focus on your kids and their safety. Now, are there any hazards in here that you haven't thought of?
No. Definitely not. Okay. All right. What? I just cleaned the house.
Oh. Look at this. Isn't this safe?
Look, my kids are not that young. They wouldn't. Plus, they're like half Japanese and super well behaved.
So they would never drop anything.
Oh, God. Oh, God, my foot!
Do you see how easily accidents happen, Ted?
Went right in my foot!
Ted, I don't Facebook, I don't Instagram, I don't Twitter, and I don't Snapchat. I am hovering over your kids every second of the day to make sure they are not getting an early education in web pornography. They are not discovering which plates can't go in the microwave. They aren't going to learn the N word, the C word, or the H word.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
And they won't either. Now, doesn't that sound nice, Ted?
It sounds great. Wonderful.
Great.
I think the adrenaline's really helping me focus. I want to pull it out, but I'm afraid blood will start spurting everywhere. I'll be a goner.
Ted, you're fine. If it went in that far, it means it missed the bone. Now, the important thing is that I know to ask about the kids' insurance information, and I know where the nearest urgent care clinic is. And in the case of a cataclysmic event like 2 inches of snow which renders the roads impassable, I possess the knowledge on how to suture a wound. Even though my nursing license has been suspended, and yes, it would be rude to ask about that now. So, should I continue inspecting the kitchen for hazards, or can we shake on it?
Yeah, sounds great.
Great. Now, make sure you always disinfect a knife after getting blood on it.
She took it out.
Do not get me started on the number of hazardous bloodborne pathogens because they scare the heck out of me. Are you scared, Ted?
I'm terrified.
Great. Terrific. So don't just rinse it, get the bleach.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so glad this worked out. I can't wait to get started. Nanny Dubois. Debois. Hire me before your ex-wife does because that'll show her. This has been Ted's show thing. Oh, and I am fluent in 6 languages, including Japanese. Watashi wa Nihongo ga shaberesumen. Hai, otakare.
Ted Tantrum, he'll teach you if he can. Ted Tantrum, the self-reliant man. My foot.
You're fine, Ted. Quit being a baby.